Good evening, this is Jorge Cardenas. This is video number 16 of the series Healing Addiction is Fast and Easy. And in the previous video, I told you that the causes of obesity is your thinking. And I was reminded of Matthew 15:11 when Jesus Christ is teaching the apostles, the followers, that the problem is not what comes from the outside. The problem is what comes out of our mouth, because what comes out of our mouth is what is in our brain. They use the term heart to mean whatever we feel. And so we know that in the common mass media, we tend to blame McDonald's, and we tend to blame the quality of the food, and we tend to blame everything else except that we fail to assume responsibility. And once we fail to assume responsibility, we are unable to see what really causes the addiction. So I left in the previous video by telling you that it is your thinking that causes the problem, and number two, that the outcome that we call your body, the shape of your body, the size of your body, the weight of your body, is the result of multiple thoughts that come together and give us this outcome that we call your body and your health. And so my suggestion is that if you begin by recognizing that when you complain about your body, it causes the problem. So the first suggestion is to stop complaining about your body. So the creative force teaches me that whatever thought I repeat becomes true. And I want you to be perfectly clear about that, because if I begin to change my thought from I'm a hippo, which is a very common thought, to I look perfect, or I'm a model, or I'm gorgeous, we are talking about the shape of your body. And so it's very important that you not only stop saying the negative thought because it's creating the problem, but that you begin to repeat the thought, I am gorgeous, I am pretty, I'm a model, I look perfect. Now, the shape of the body, when I say I look perfect, I look perfect, I look perfect, I look perfect, my brain automatically goes to generate an image inside my brain. And that is the image that becomes the reality. See if I can explain it in another manner. When I say spaghetti and meatballs, you automatically have an image inside your head. But if I say I'm going to make cagnola, there is no image. It doesn't matter how many times I repeat that thought. Cagnola doesn't exist because I just made up that word. And so I know that you don't know what cagnola looks like because I just made it up. And so it's very important for you to realize that when I say I'm gorgeous, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, the image that comes in my brain is going to be different from the image that comes in your brain. And in this part is going to be miserably simple, because what I want you to do is go to a fitness magazine, and I suggest a fitness magazine because it implies exercise already. Is a fitness magazine, and you choose the shape that you want to become, the shape that you consider the perfect body. And to some of you are going to require more muscular definition. To others may represent more curves. To others may represent a bigger chest, or a flattened stomach, a bigger bottom, slender legs. Each person has a different idea of what perfect looks like. And so you borrow this image, and now you simply tell your brain that whenever you say, I look perfect, your brain is going to bring up this image because you simply put in the image in your brain. The brain has the ability to retain that image. Now it is a matter of numbers. The more I repeat it, the faster it becomes true. So now do whatever it takes to repeat that image, I look great, I look great, I look great, as often as you can. And again, as I mentioned in the previous videos, the repetition doesn't have to be a loud voice. It doesn't have to be a thought. It can be written. It can be put in the dashboard of your car. The images can be put in the bathroom. It's whatever you want to see it multiple times. I personally have mine in the screen in the wallpaper of my phone, so every time I answer the phone, I am able to see the image of what I consider perfect, and I simply repeat the thought again. I look perfect, I look perfect, I look perfect, I look perfect. Now, if I repeat only that thought, I look perfect, I want you to know that my body is going to change to that shape. And the question that you must ask yourself is that good enough? Because what happens is that to some of you, all you care is about just looking good. And if that is all you want, that's all you need to do. But that's not enough for me. Because I'm a physician, I want you to be healthy. And so in order to accomplish that shape and health put together, then I'm interested in you learning to improve your diet, and I'm also interested in you learning to exercise. But I want you to know that you're able to accomplish that shape without making any changes in your diet and without you making any changes in the exercise. So it is possible, for example, to be 5 feet 4 inches, 120 pounds, size 2, look wonderful, and still have a lousy diet and still have a lousy exercise habit. Neither exercise nor diet are a requirement to looking good. Indeed, I would say that most women that look good only say to themselves, I look good, and to them it doesn't seem to be any effort. Now, but if you want to improve your health includes your diet, your exercise, and your shape. Your weight becomes less and less important. And so what I want you to realize is that if I want to change my exercise program, if I want to improve my health, because by doing regular exercise you are going to improve your health. If I say I hate exercise, the outcome is that I'll never exercise. So if I want to change the outcome, I must change the thought. And the thought is very simple. I love to exercise. I need to exercise. When you say I love to exercise or I need to exercise, the outcome is going to be that you will enjoy and that you will feel satisfaction when you exercise. Now I want you to know that when you put I love exercise and your shape, I look great, I look beautiful, I'm gorgeous, it is going to happen faster. Now, in order to control the food addiction, if I say, for example, I could eat a horse, the outcome is that you're always going to eat a horse. If I say I get full fast, then you're going to eat less. I need to give you a warning, and this is a severe warning to you. Thoughts can kill you, much like the thoughts that have created your addiction. Some thoughts have the ability to destroy you. So I'm giving you a warning here, that if you repeat, food makes me sick, eventually you will become anorexic. And anorexic is going to kill you just as fast as obesity would. So I have to warn you that you never repeat, food makes me sick. Now you can use this thought temporarily with the knowledge that at some point you're going to change it and repeat, a lot of food makes me sick. And so if I say, for example, I get full fast, or my stomach is the size of my fist, or I take 2 bites and I feel full. Any of those thoughts are going to lead you to the reduction in the amount of food that you are going to be taking in. Is it possible to say, I look wonderful, I look great, I love exercise, and I could eat a horse, or I have a big appetite? Yes, it is possible. And you will become skinny, you will become the perfect size, you could eat a lot, but what is going to change then is that in your exercise program, you're going to be doing a lot of aerobic exercise. And that's one way of achieving the shape, the amount of food that you eat, and the exercise program. But is that what I recommend? Well, no, I recommend the balance between the perfect shape, because the perfect shape is going to include the exercise and is going to include a reasonable diet. So my suggestion is that in order to control your addiction to food, you have to repeat thoughts that allow that possibility. For example, I eat healthier and healthier. The outcome is that you are going to eat healthier and healthier. I get full fast. You're going to eat smaller amounts. And if you eat smaller amounts, guess what happens? The amount of exercise required to maintain your shape is going to be less. It is your choice. So my suggestion is that you repeat the following 3 thoughts. I look perfect. I love exercise. And I get full fast. And the more times you repeat it, the faster it becomes true. Now, in the previous videos, I taught you about a very powerful thought, and you can repeat, I am stronger than any addiction in my life, and that is going to cover your cigarette addiction, your food addiction, your alcohol addiction, your bad relationship addiction. And so using any big thought like I am stronger than any addiction in my life is going to take a little bit longer in order to be able to control all the addictions that may be affecting in your life. Again, I want you to please contact us through the Facebook page, and if you have any questions or if you have any problems, I had put the Permanent Weight Loss Solution on YouTube under the name Spaghetti and Meatballs, the Permanent Weight Loss Solution, and the lecture is a little bit more complete, and it is specifically dedicated to weight loss. Good luck. Bye.